Breaking news, huge story today, and each side is claiming victory after today's Supreme Court ruling on immigration. The impact of today's ruling really could be wide sweeping, affect other states with strict laws. Here we go again. 5-3 ruling. The high court struck down 3 key provisions of the Arizona law. Again, it's one of the strictest in the country. They include the requirement that illegal immigrants carry registration papers, that they be banned from soliciting or applying for work, and a provision allowing police to arrest illegal immigrants without a warrant. But the court upheld perhaps the most controversial part of the law. If police are enforcing other laws, say a speeding ticket, and have reasonable suspicion that a person is in the country illegally, they can check a person's immigration status at that time. Critics had argued, saying that practically amounts to racial profiling. So what does this mean for the other states' strict immigration laws, for the Obama administration? What about for this upcoming election? Let's get some answers now. Jason Johnson joins us again, political correspondent, political science professor, Hiram College. Talk to me about this one, and let's hit it with the election. Romney, Obama, they're both trying to make points through all this. Who's scoring bigger?
Oh, Obama scored because he can actually say, hey, look, the Supreme Court agreed with something that I did, because that may not happen later on in the week with Obamacare. So he scores. He's also going to do much better with Latino voters because he was the one who said, look, I think this law is a problem. Romney's still waffling. So this in and of itself is a small victory for Obama, at least today.
Okay, Romney, by chance, is heading to Arizona from Utah. How does he handle this one? Right, because he agreed with the law, said it, I believe, shouldn't be the law for all states, but it was very specific on he was pro what Arizona had done here. So how does he position himself here?
Oh, Romney's going to thread the needle with this. Like I said, this is throwing the football through tires here. He's got to be really careful. He did something similar with Senate Bill 5 in Ohio. He came in after a controversial ruling and said, oh, hey, I agree with the unpopular ruling. Romney's going to come in. He's going to talk about economics. He's going to talk about upholding the law. He is going to avoid this issue to the best of his ability. He doesn't need to lose any more points amongst Latino voters.
Okay. So and again, you're on a political front, you're saying President Obama scores better. This is going to resonate better for him moving forward into November. Right.
But it really, it's a fake victory. I mean, you know, Miami beating Oklahoma City, that's a victory. We know who won. This one, it's not really very clear because the most controversial part of the provision, which is basically racial profiling, it says anytime a cop pulls you over, they can ask, hey, show me your papers. It's like apartheid South Africa. It makes absolutely no sense. So Republicans got something that they wanted, which is the controversial part of the bill. Obama gets to say that the Supreme Court agreed with me. So both sides say they won, which means no one really won. But Obama supporters are going to be more excited.
Okay, let's look at some of the other states with the tough laws. Arizona, tough immigration laws. Obviously, we're talking Arizona, but you've got Georgia, Alabama, Utah, Indiana, South Carolina. Okay, so, and you look at most of those states, as I'm looking at that list, those are mostly Romney red states anyway, right? So there's no, is there fallout in November or not?
There's not going to be any fallout in November. The only issue is going to be the Supreme Court left the door wide open to say, look, you can challenge these laws. They basically said that, you know, the checkpoint law, which says that when the police pull you over, they can ask you for your immigration if they have a justifiable cause. The court said, look, if that turns into racial profiling, you can bring this back to the Supreme Court. So this fight is not over, and it's not necessarily something that's really beneficial for either side.
Let's go over some of the reactions we're getting from both camps. Let me get this out to everybody. Reaction from the Obama administration and Romney. The White House says, on first read, this looks like a win for the federal government. The official says that at the end of the day, the federal government sets the enforcement agenda and decides who is removed from the U.S. Romney issuing a statement saying President Obama has failed to provide any leadership on immigration. He goes on to say each state has the duty and the right to secure its borders and preserve the rule of law, particularly when the federal government has failed to meet its responsibilities. So there's that zinger in there, right? You knew it was coming from Romney.
Right. Romney's going to do that. And look, this is a King Solomon ruling, okay? You know, basically everything got split in half. Romney's going to say, hey, Obama has no leadership. Obama says, look, they supported what I tried to do. I sent Eric Holder after that state. This is an example of me taking leadership. So again, when two sides say they both won, no one really wins.
Gotcha. All right. Way to boil it down for us.
Thanks.
Threading the needle yourself. Jason, always good talking to you. Thanks so much.